Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bronwyn and I am a skincare specialist by trade with 8+ years of not only career experience but also experience here on YouTube, helping people figure out their skincare routine. However, this does not necessarily make me a esthetician or a registered dermatologist, so although I can recommend products based on my education background, I can't give you medical advice, so just a little notice there. Otherwise, aside from skincare stuff, you also can find hair related content here, such as DIY hair hacks, beauty hacks, hair tutorials, hair guides, and also the occasional makeup tutorial and fashion styling haul and try on haul and styling and all that jazz. Anyway, without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Today I want to talk to you guys about my hair. I haven't done a hair video in a while because it's not something I really feel like I need to do consistently, as I'm not someone who changes their hair very often. I have naturally very thin hair. Not only is it thin in consistency, it's also thin by the strands. Aside from that, it's also very delicate, dry, and brittle. It's been like this for a majority of my life, you guys. The only thing that's changed over the years as I've gotten older is the actual volume of my hair, meaning how many hair strands I literally have on my scalp. I get a lot of questions lately about my hair extensions, and you guys want updates on what I'm doing about my hair extensions. And to tell you the truth, I've actually stopped wearing my hair extensions since the lockdown situation started happening in March 2020, as I was no longer working outside of my house, and I also was no longer going out at all. As many of us are, I just didn't really feel the need to have hair extensions in. I just felt like it was a good opportunity to take a break and let my hair kind of restore itself. And you may be wondering, why would you feel like you need to take a break? Did you have any hair loss from wearing hair extensions so long? And to tell you the truth, there is a level of hair loss that you're going to have when you're wearing any kind of semi-permanent hair extensions long term. I was wearing my tape-in DIY hair extensions consistently for just over a year, and there were some instances throughout that year where I did give my hair maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks break in between applying my next set, but mostly very consistently I wasn't taking that many breaks. Now you may be thinking, oh my gosh, like how much hair loss did you have? And to tell you the truth, not much at all. And of course, when you take out your hair extensions, you are naturally going to feel like your hair is significantly thinner than it was before, but I feel like that's a bit of a pseudo effect because you are so used to having thick hair from hair extensions that when you remove them, you feel shocked, like you have no hair at all, which is definitely the case, because if I look at videos of myself and my hair from before I was wearing hair extensions to when I was wearing hair extensions, the actual consistency and amount of hair that I have on my head has probably remains somewhat the same. With that being said, I am personally experiencing hair loss throughout this past year, and I don't believe it's from my hair extensions, because the location I'm having my hair loss is not where I placed my extensions at all. And like most people who suffer with early premature hair loss, I'm getting it like here. So all in this frontal area only, and that's it. Like, just this section is significantly thinner than the rest of my hair, which is a normal common sign for hair loss in women. Now, if this was hair loss caused by traction alopecia is the term for when you're experiencing hair loss from too much tension on your hair follicles. That's when you're wearing semi-permanent hair extensions, clip-in hair extensions every single day, tape-in hair extensions, keratin weft hair extensions, weaves. This is what traction alopecia is caused by. I'm not experiencing traction alopecia. I wasn't experiencing it all when I was wearing my DIY hair extensions because I was applying my DIY hair extensions loosely. So one of my tips that I want to give to you guys, if you are doing my method to apply your own tape-in hair extensions, is to make sure when you're applying your wefts to give yourself a little bit of slack. So when you're putting in that weft, try not to put it absolutely as close as you can to the roots. Try to give yourself maybe about 1 centimeter or 2. Is that 1 centimeter or 2 centimeters? Either way, I always tried to give it a nice loose placement so that the hair could freely wiggle and move around and not be uncomfortable or feel tight. When doing this, you're able to give your hair that little bit of flexibility it needs, so you're not giving nearly as much tension on your roots, which could lead to traction alopecia from having too much tension on the roots, damaging the follicles and causing premature hair loss. You will notice if your hair loss is due to traction alopecia if the hair that's coming out of your head has a dark bulb to it, or not a bulb, but a root to it. So there's two different types of hair loss that you'll have. There's regular hair loss, just from the hair being at its lifespan. When your hair falls out and it's at its lifespan, you can tell by looking at the root where it disconnected from your scalp. If the tip of that strand is white and has like skin, dead skin almost on it, that means the hair is at its life course and it fell out naturally. This can be either due to genetic hair loss, it can be just because the hair has reached its growth potential and it's maxed out its course, or it can be from other forms of hair loss that aren't associated to traction alopecia. When you're losing hair due to it being pulled out too hard from wearing your extensions too firmly, you'll notice the roots that come out are the same color as your actual hair strand. It won't be white, it won't look like it's been bleached, it won't have that dead skin cell buildup on it. And that's a sign to you that you're wearing your extensions too tight, or that you need to take a break, because you're pulling out hairs that haven't reached their course, their lifespan, which can lead to bald spots because these hairs are being pulled out unwillingly. Aside from those different forms of hair loss that you can get, the reason why I'm personally taking a break from wearing hair extensions is because I don't want to be dependent on them, and I want to take this opportunity of being in a lockdown to regrow my hair naturally. So you'll notice, compared to my older hair extension videos, I'm no longer blonde. I'm trying to kind of go back to a natural color that my hair can sustain. And one thing I've noticed as I've gotten older is that not only has my hair been thinning due to aging and premature hair loss, like just in the front where I didn't wear my extensions, but with that, my hair is a lot thinner, weaker, and just not healthy enough to sustain bleaching. And what I was starting to notice is that when I bleached my hair, it was just breaking with most minimal bleach. Like, I'm talking like breakage, just unreasonably. And you may be thinking, you might not be actually doing the proper bleaching methods. But I've been bleaching my own hair for probably the past 10 years using professional quality stuff, and I've learned from my friend who is a professional stylist how to properly bleach hair. And I don't know, my hair just can't handle it anymore. I think it's just a matter of aging. My hair is no longer as thick as it used to be. The individual strands are a lot thinner and more delicate, and I just don't believe that my hair can handle being blonde anymore. Throughout the past year, I have occasionally put my tape-in hair extensions in, but when I do, I don't put that many wefts. I only put at most 6 in, and only to give volume to my hair. So although my hair is a little on the shorter side, I have been only applying extensions in the placement of literally right here. Like, I only put them right here. So I avoid the frontal area where I have been experiencing premature hair loss due to aging, and I've been placing them kind of not exactly at the back of my head, but kind of like the middle ground, just to add a little more volume so my hair doesn't look as thin. And only 6 wefts, so 3 per side. That gives me the volume that I desire to make me feel good, and it also is less damaging. So one tip I would recommend to you guys, if you feel like you want to give your hair a break, but you don't want to sacrifice the volume, is to just apply a small number of wefts in the areas where your hair is naturally healthier and you're not experiencing any hair loss, to still get the satisfaction of having added volume into your hair without damaging your hair, giving your hair a break still. And it's kind of like a great way to wean yourself off of tape-in hair extensions until your hair has recovered enough to be able to sustain that style again. Now, what I can say is I do believe my hair is able to sustain tape-in hair extensions again, but I'm kind of just enjoying not having them in. It gives me the freedom to do the hair treatments that I like doing, such as putting oils on my scalp without my hair extensions coming out or getting loose, and just, I don't know, I'm enjoying the hair that I have now. So anyway, you guys, those are my tips to any of you who are wondering if you should take breaks from your tape-in hair extensions. if you are potentially having hair loss due to traction alopecia, what you can do to kind of limit the chances of getting traction alopecia, and a method that you can do to still have hair extensions to get a little bit of a volume benefit while still giving your hair a break around your head. So I hope this video had a little bit of information in it that could be helpful to you guys. I hope it answered some of your questions about what I am doing now to maintain my hair extensions. Am I even wearing hair extensions anymore? And what kind of tips and tricks I recommend to giving your hair a break. So thank you so much for watching. Definitely thumbs up this video if you found it interesting, or if you found it helpful in any way. Share it to your friends. If you have a friend that is doing their own tape and hair extensions, maybe this video will give them a little insight on some methods that they can do, or maybe just tell them something they didn't already know about hair extensions. Of course, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. I upload 1 to 2 a week here on this channel. Check my vlog channel out in the description box down below, where I upload weekly vlogs of my life as what I'm getting up to as I live in Toronto, Canada, just my weekly life. And also, of course, check me out on my social media channels, you guys. I have an Instagram account where I upload every single day to my stories, just keeping you guys updated on what I'm getting up to. And also, you're going to see the kind of content that you're just not going to see here, such as reels, aesthetic theme styling content, skincare tips and tricks, just like a lot of visually appealing stuff you can find there as well. Definitely check me out. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Bye!